Hey, what's up, everybody? I am Jason, and you're watching my channel, Micro Investor. So, in this video, we're going to be talking about the data analytics company Palantir. Now, this company has a lot of data on everything, including you, and they're going to start trading on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol PLTR on September 3rd. Now, Palantir is a stock that a lot of people are interested in investing into, and it has a lot of buzz, but the company itself is one that you probably never heard of, and that is because of all the secretive work that they do for the government. They do work for the CIA, Homeland Security, military services, the IRS, the SEC, etc. So that's what I mean about this company having data on you. So I'm going to be trying to compact as much information as I can about Palantir into this video. And if you guys don't mind, please be sure to smash, destroy, and annihilate that like button to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, to help spread this video to more people that might find it interesting. And subscribe if you have not already. Now, let's get to Palantir. Now, Palantir isn't some sort of new tech company that's coming out in the market. This company was founded in 2003, and it has a few different founders, but there's two main guys that are very important, and that's their chairman and their CEO. Now, the chairman is popular billionaire tech businessman Peter Thiel, who was a co-founder of PayPal with Elon Musk. He's also known for buying 10% of Facebook for $500,000 in 2004, and he was their first outside investor. He's also an early investor into many other companies like Airbnb, Spotify, Stripe, SpaceX, and many more. Now, a fun fact about Peter Thiel is that he likes to name his companies after fictional things from the Lord of the Rings books series, which is where the name Palantir came from. And the other guy is the CEO, billionaire genius Alex Karp, who has a degree from Stanford, which is where he met Peter Thiel, and a degree from Harvard, as well as another one from GOT. Now let's take a look at their most recent S1 they filed on September 14th. And just to let you know that there are a lot of crazy things that this company does. So there's certain words that I just cannot say just because it could throw off this video. And by the way, I'm not reading the whole thing. I'm just kind of skipping through parts of it. So feel free to pause it at any time and read it all yourself. Now this is what Peloton's description is about themselves on their S1. We build software platforms for large institutions whose work is essential to our way of life. Those institutions must be able to function in times of stability as well as crisis and uncertainty. To do so, they need software that works. Now, this goes on to say that they have two different principal software platforms. One is Gotham and the other one is Foundry. Gotham is their first software platform. It was constructed for analysts at defense intelligence agencies. They were hunting for needles not in one but in thousands of haystacks, and they did not have software they needed for their jobs in the countries that they were working in. So what Gotham does is it enables users to identify patterns hidden deep within databases, so that whole needle and multiple haystacks thing they were talking about. And for the Foundry part of their platform, they noticed that the data that they were using for all the government stuff was very similar to what some businesses were trying to use. So they made something that worked fundamentally similar to what they were doing. The platform transforms the way the organizations interact with information by creating a central operating system for their data. Now I'm just going to skip through some more of this. I hope you can just pause it anytime you want and read the whole thing. The same technology that makes your software analytically powerful, its ability to construct a model of real world from countless data points, is what allows customers to monitor, properly secure, and control access to that data and its use. It is also why customers, including governments around the world, trust our platform to safeguard their data, including their most sensitive information. And they shared some screenshots of what they can do, like detecting suspicious activity, fraud, and other cyber threats and such. This one in particular I thought was pretty cool. This one says investigators can map out key pieces of evidence associated with an entity of interest, such as phone records associated with a suspicious phone number. Investigators can explore relationships between different parts of the computing infrastructure in order to analyze and understand cyber threats. And they show a screenshot of some artificial intelligence, machine learning stuff on their Foundry platform. This one is showing that data scientists can write modules that detect suspicious transactions and can alert them of potential money crimes. So now let's start getting into their finances. So in H1 2020, their platforms were used by 125 customers. So I assume these are some pretty high paying customers. They generated $742.6 million in revenue in 2019, reflecting an increase of 25% from the revenue in 2018, which was $595.4 million. In the first half of the year alone, they generated $481.2 million in revenue, reflecting a growth rate of 49% over the same period last year. In 2019, their average revenue per customer was $5.6 million, and the average revenue per customer for the top 20 customers was $24.8 million. In 2018, their average revenue per customer was $5.2 million, and the average revenue per customer for the top 20 customers was $21.7 million. In 2019, they incurred a net loss of $579.6 million, or a net loss of $337.7 million when excluding stock-based compensations. In H1 2020, their net loss decreased to $164.7 million, or a net income of $17.2 million when excluding stock-based compensations, down from a loss of $280.5 million in H1 2019, or a loss of $167.6 million when excluding stock-based compensations. Palantir is reported to have raised at least $2.5 billion in funding to date, and they have $200 million in outstanding debt as of July 31st. Palantir will be going public through a direct listing and have registered 257.1 million shares for its stock market debut. Monday, September 13th, Palantir disclosed that they have 2.17 billion fully diluted shares, including over 250 million options and restricted stock units that haven't been vested. And the valuation should be somewhere north of $20 billion. Now, as far as the voting power of the company, Peter Thiel will have 30% of the voting power, and Alex Karp will have 9%. So I'd like to know what everybody's thoughts are of Palantir. Is there anybody out there that is interested in investing into them when they become public? So as always, everybody, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I have new videos coming out on my channel all the time. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you all in the next video coming very soon.